Hello, wonderful people of the internet. Welcome back to another episode of Simuleos. Let me get my side screen all up and ready to go. Kodo, Fullster, Meowcat, hey, thanks so much for coming in. Right, so what are we working on today? Well, today, let me go ahead and open up a new terminal, move it behind my face for visualizations and stuff. Today we're going to be continuing to work on the iterated fractal system, iterated function system visualization. So let's go into MPV, temp, video.mp4. So this is the animation we made yesterday. It is a simple animation of the Sierpinski Triangle being generated by essentially, here, we'll show you the start. So we start with 3 points, A down here in the lower left-hand corner, B, and C. Then we generate the midpoints, A, B, and C, and then we have each point generate 3 children, and those 3 children go in 3 directions. One moves halfway towards A, another moves halfway towards B, and another moves halfway towards C. Watching the simulation move forward, eventually you start to see the Sierpinski Triangle form, and again, all we're doing here is we're just tracking the movement of all the kids in the simulation. We did a lot of work yesterday to make this visualization happen. And in addition, yesterday we spent some time, a significant amount of time, working on the Klima project, the Climate Machine project. That is my my main job, I guess you could say. So I did that for 2 hours, and then I spent the rest of the time kind of working out this animation and stuff. So what I'm going to do right now, since we have this video up, is I'm going to go ahead and put this into the right directory. CD projects, Simuleos, fractal, and I'm just going to move this animation. So we're going to move temp video.mp4 into, I guess I'm going to call it video Hutchinson.mp4. Why not? Okay, let me catch up on chat. Clean Star, hey, it's going okay. Slayer Dar, thanks for asking. My godparents are hosting a game of Trivial Pursuit tomorrow evening via Zoom. I am brushing up on my science and world geography. I don't know what Trivial Pursuit is, but I assume it's a game where you care a lot about trivial things. Is your mic clipping a bit? It might just be my speaker. Maybe it's clipping a bit. Let me see. Yeah, maybe it is. 1 second. Yeah, so the issue here is that I did check the sound levels just before stream, and maybe... Okay, wait, nope, 1 second. How about that? Okay? That should be okay. Sorry, I actually spent 5 minutes fixing the sound before stream. I spent a lot of time fixing the sound before stream. And every stream I do this, and I always fail miserably. Because, you know, the microphone's at a slightly different location every time you move it around. I guess I could have moved the microphone further from my face. That would have had the same effect. Yeah, maybe that's what I should have done. Regardless, whatever, doesn't matter too much. Right, so in particular, what we're going to just start with today is actually going through the script for my next video, and talking about the visualizations we need there, and then also going through the algorithm archive and figuring out what videos, what animations and things we need there as well, and how we need to update the animation we currently have, animations, plural, that we currently have, to do the visualization we need. So do github.com/leios/scripts. So I just put this up today for the iterated function system script. So here it is right now. It is an incredibly short script. I'm going to record it right now to see how long it takes, but I'm imagining it's like a minute. And the reason I kind of want to talk about this is because I'm interested to hear what your guys' opinion is. I do feel in some ways this is too short of a video to put up. Okay, well, let's just see how long it takes. Because I want to talk about this. There's a reason why it's so short. And we'll talk about that in just a second. Okay, so let me do, what am I looking for? Timer? No, stopwatch. I always forget it. So I'm going to start the stopwatch, and then I'm going to read through the chapter, and read through the video. Let's see. It's a board game where you have to answer a variety of questions on literature, sports, histories, geography, science, and popular culture. Yeah, cool. I'm good at pretty much all of the categories except sports. Yeah, I don't know anything about sports either. Okay. 3, 2, 1, start. Let's start by, let's start with the triangle defined by points A, B, and C. I'll now define 3 functions. Function 1 takes a point and returns another halfway towards A. Function 2 takes a point and returns another halfway towards B. And function 3 takes a point and returns another halfway towards C. Now we'll force points A, B, and C to create 3 offspring, where each child follows another function. For example, of A's 3 children, one will follow function 1 and stay at A, another will move towards B, and another will move towards C. B and C's children will then do the same. This will create a set of points that are equidistant from A, B, and C, and I will then force all of these new points to have 3 children, following the same rule. Each child must follow a different function than its siblings. The new kids will then make kids and do the same thing, and those kids will do it again and again. Eventually, the pattern becomes clear, showing a rather famous fractal, the Sierpinski Triangle. Essentially, there's a little mathematical magic hidden in this function system that attracts all points towards the shape of the Sierpinski Triangle. There are a large number of function systems we could try here to generate a number of different fractal shapes, but we'll focus on the triangle for this video. The most common method people use to generate fractals within function systems is with a concept known as a chaos game. For this process, we start with a random point in space and allow the point to randomly pick any of the 3 functions it wants. As long as it moves according to the 3 prescribed functions, it will eventually wander onto the Sierpinski Triangle, and once it lands on the triangle, it cannot leave. After thousands of iterations, this random sampling method will eventually redraw the Sierpinski Triangle like before. Essentially, there are a huge number of ways to iterate through this function system and create fractally patterns, and there are a bunch of interesting directions to go from here. Also, there's a lot more information in the chapter on iterated function systems currently in the algorithm archive, which is awaiting language-specific implementations. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll be making short update videos soon to explain where I've been in the past year. For now, Twitch, Discord, and GitHub sponsor links are all in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And that is 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Now the question is that too short for a YouTube video? I think not. Because the whole point, like whenever I make YouTube videos, I do my best to make the video as short as possible. If it was like 1 minute 30, I'd be like, yeah, maybe that's a bit short. But 2 minutes, I think 2 minutes is about right for a video like this. And hopefully it'll be a bit easier to animate and all that kind of stuff. I know 2 minutes is super short. Like if you're used to looking at 3 blue 1 browns content, this is obviously incredibly short. But on the other hand, I kind of feel like I talked about everything I want to talk about. I explained that we have a function system, and iterating through the function system will generate the attractor, which is the Sierpinski Triangle, and that's the main point. That's the intuition you need for understanding the algorithm archive chapter. And then we put everything else we need in the algorithm archive. So what I need to do now is I need to generate a visualization, a rather straightforward visualization, but a visualization nonetheless, Zernal PP, where we essentially, you know, have our initial 3 points, A, B, and C. And we pick some other random point over here, and basically we have it move until it hits some point on the triangle here, and then it starts creating the Sierpinski Triangle, right? So that's one animation I have to make. I have to draw all the lines until it hits the Sierpinski Triangle. To do this, I guess what I'm going to have to do is create a random seed, so I know the number of steps it takes until it hits the triangle, and basically draw lines until it does hit the triangle, right? So the only way I'm going to be able to do this is if we do a random seed. The other thing I need to do is I need to update the visualization that we currently have to go a bit slower so it works with the pacing that I just provided. Basically, we generate A, B, and C, and then we show the movement of these guys to these points in space, which I don't currently show in the current animation. So there's a bunch of little things we need to do just to basically make it match the script. Once it matches this script, it is very close to matching the script of the algorithm archive with a small exception, and that is the exception to the fact that we didn't talk about what happens when you try an iterated function system with a square. So everything we do here, we're going to have to redo for a square. I'm actually somewhat interested to see what happens if we do the Hutchinson operation for a square. I kind of want to do that right now, actually. Hey, Trash Talk, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay, so we can do one of 3 things. So what do you guys want to work on first? So let's do journal, new page before. 1, we could do square, which is interesting. Let's see if I can spell square right. 2, we can work on the chaos game. Or 3, you can work on the Hutchinson operator. Just put whatever number you feel like you want to work on in chat, and we'll do that visualization first. I think we can get 2 out of 3 done today. That's my goal. Again, I did start a bit late, so I'm only going to be streaming for 1 hour and 30 minutes today. But we should be able to get 2 out of 3 done. Okay, it looks like 1 is in first place with 2 in second place, so we can do 1 and 2 today. I'm considering posting the code snippet I wrote the other day to parse JSON in the Discord server and get some feedback on it. Yeah, please do. I'm not sure how much feedback you'll get, but please definitely post it. I mean, I'm hoping to make the Discord server a bit more discussy than it is right now. Like, people aren't talking that much in it. I mean, I feel like they're talking a lot, but not as much as I used to. And I know this is my fault because I'm not making YouTube videos anymore, but I'm genuinely trying. I really am. I'm trying to get these videos out as soon as possible. It's just, you know, like, I just did a script for a 2-minute video, and in the end, people will see a 2-minute video and they'll be like, man, I waited a year for this? But, you know, the way I see it is, yeah, it's a 2-minute video, but it's a 2-minute video with the algorithm archive and everything else. You know, like, there's so much stuff that goes into that 2 minutes of content. It's just insane, you know? And you guys see it. Like, I've done, how many streams have I done for the Chaos game so far? I've probably done 15 streams related to just the Chaos game and just the Sierpinski Triangle. Probably more. I've probably done 20 streams, including all the streams I did a few years back. Like, I've done a lot of live streams about this content. Each one being roughly 2 hours, right? So, you know, is general good? General or off topic are both fine. I tend to post everything in off topic because I don't know, I don't have the guts to post things in general, you know? I don't know if anyone else has that problem, but like whenever you're like on a new Discord server or Slack channel or something, like there's a certain level of I don't know how to put it. There's like a level of, it's like you don't want to go out in the open and say, here's like this really cool thing. Sometimes I'll do off topic. If you don't know, put it in general off topic, right? I'm perfectly fine putting things in off topic, but putting things in general is just too crazy for me. I've got a presentation, a paper, a lab, a homework, an exam, and then I'm going to be done with school forever. Dude, that sounds amazing. I'm happy to be done with school forever. I'll to get done within the next week. Right. Good luck, man. I mean, it's going to suck, but good luck. Okay, so we'll do square first, and that's going to be our main goal for today. I'm going to redo the Hutchinson animation, the one that we have right now, which again is the... Let me play it. Fractal, and then video... Oh, what did I call it? Probably video Hutchinson? Yeah, there we go. So we're going to recreate this animation, but for a square. Wow, this is an exciting stream. I really love this animation. I think it's super cool. And yeah, I know. Of course I would say that, but I think it's really cool. Okay, so we're just going to recreate this animation for a square. I'm not sure about colors. We'll figure out colors in a bit. But yeah, we're just going to basically... I think everything should be relatively straightforward to do, I believe. I want this there, and that there. And I... Ooh, what happened to that? I feel like I have a terminal. Yep, there. Cool. Yeah, no, I know what it's like to be crammed at the last minute. There's a lot of stuff to do. And I just, yeah, good luck getting it all done. And don't feel like you're obligated to do anything for this channel. You know, like, I really appreciate all the support. Like, you know, Trash Talk has been amazingly helpful. Everyone in chat's been helpful in some way or another. But like, there's a lot of people who have just stood out and they've done a lot of good work. And this is why I wanted to make like contributor corner videos, because yeah, they're not like the same as my normal content, but I feel like it's super important to talk to people about, like, to get people involved and just to acknowledge the good work that people are doing in the community, because it's an insane amount of cool stuff that people are doing, you know? So I think what I might do is I might, once I start putting content out more regularly, is I might start doing more of those contributor corner videos, but just for anything anyone in the community thinks is cool, you know? At least I got my thesis done, and that was giving me the most trouble. Right. I mean, yeah, good job. Okay. I'm gonna have the animation playing the upper left-hand corner like I have been doing recently. I'm so sorry. I pressed a button that I didn't mean to press. Loop 0, and then we'll start making the animation for the square. So we're just gonna have this guy playing in the upper left-hand corner here. Perfect. Move this down a bit. There. Oh, not quite. I need to move it. Perfect. Okay. So we're in the right directory, I believe, if I run G++. Yep, everything compiles. So let's just go ahead and recreate the animation for a square. What am I looking for? Sierpinski.cpp. Unfortunately, I'm just going to copy and paste the function. I realize there's probably a way, there is definitely a way to make this animation so it takes in 4 arguments, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it in a square. So we're going to grab the Sierpinski Hutchinson. Let's just do set number. It's 98 to... Oh boy, this is going to be rough, isn't it? It is 98 to... Oh, I missed it. Dang, that's what I thought was going to happen. It is line 98. Let's try it again. To what line? Sierpinski Hutchinson starts there, and it ends there. To 11. So that's going to be what? We'll just do 111. So we're going to do yank 111, yank, and paste it up there. And let's see what that looks like. So we're going to have to update that in just a second. You were wondering if you had the video on 1.5 speed, but it was a live stream. Yeah, I mean, like, if you have trouble understanding, I guess I could try to speak slower, but I don't know. I genuinely hate when people speak slower. Like in videos, I have to watch all my videos at 2 times speed. Otherwise, I can't understand it. So I tend to feel like, you know, it's fine. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move up here. And we're going to paste it there, I believe. And I think that should be that function. So this won't compile, but let me change this function name up here. Yep, so we're going to change it to Square Hutchinson is what I'm going to call it. Okay. Okay, shared it. Cool. I'll take a look at it after stream. I was wondering, let's see. Imagine being able to watch live streams at 1.5 and peeking into the future. The CPU you have is high frequency. No wonder you're an MIT guy. I don't think the frequency I have, you know, I don't think I'm any faster at more than normal people. I wish I could speed up IRL lectures. I might actually be able to go to class and actually succeed at classes. Right. I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, the problem is, if you speak really slowly, you will, in my opinion, people speaking very slowly lose more people than people speaking quickly. That's, of course, my opinion. And, like, I know I'm totally incorrect for a lot of people. But I just feel like when I hear people speaking slowly, it takes me longer to understand what they're trying to say, which is why I speak at the pace I speak at. And if people have questions, they can ask, you know. Admittedly, yeah, maybe I'm speaking a bit fast today, but I hate when people speak slowly. There was this one guy at OIST, I'm not going to call him out, but I interacted with him quite frequently, and he would speak so slowly, and it just pissed me off every time I had to talk to him because it made it seem like he thought I was an idiot, and I can't do it. I can't do it. So anyway, I'm sorry if I'm speaking too quickly. Please feel free to ask me questions, and I'll do my best to remember that, you know, maybe I am speaking a bit quickly and I could slow down a bit. Redefinition of void Sierpinski Hutchinson. I thought oh, okay, I just wrote at the wrong time. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go through this function, and we're going to update all the triangle points to be square points. And basically, every single thing that we did here, we're just going to update. So this is now going to be square points. It's going to be 0, 0. Let's do, I guess we're going to want to do 0, 0. Oh boy, 1, 1, 0. What's that going to be? No, 0, 1 is what we want. Then we're going to do 1, 1. And then 1, 0. Okay? And here we're just going to do yank paste. And this is going to be square midpoints. Okay? And we're going to change all of these guys to be square points. So dt underscore here, there, and up here as well. And we're just going to add a square. Oh boy, that's how you spell square. Yeah, there's a faster way to do this, but I'm just doing it this way, so, you know, deal with it. Okay, so it's going to be 0 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, and then 3 plus 0. And I think that's going to be all the square midpoints. Okay, let's keep going. So this is going to change to square. Man, stupid notation. Like, every time I have to refactor or write, like, a new part of the script, I just have to, like, I have to confront myself about how bad my code is. Do it at your pace. I just notice when you are faster than normal people. The issue is that when I learn fast, so a lot of examples just make me zone out, and then I miss important stuff. Yep, that was precisely my problem with classes as well. In high school, for example, I didn't learn a single thing from any of my lectures, and it was the same mostly for university as well, because they would start at X, right? But you and pretty much everyone in the audience should already understand X. So then they move on to Y, and Y might be slightly different. It's a little bit less intuitive than X, but still easily graspable, right? So you're like, fine, fair enough. And then after that, they move on to Z, but by that point, you've already clocked out because you've just done 2 examples in a row that are just trivial, right? Everyone understands these points. There's no reason to talk about it, you know? And then, you know, people will be asking questions, which are like, well, clearly, this is the answer. You don't have to ask a question about that. And so for me, like, I would say 75% of the classes that I went to were completely useless. And the other 25% of classes I missed, the other 25% of the class that was important, I missed because I'd already tuned out, you know? I'm going to change some of the names, let's see, of the constants I'm using. Why type c.statChooseCount when I could use c.count? Right, fair enough. As a high school student, I can confirm this feeling. In high school, I had great teachers. Example X, example Y with a decent twist. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I know I'm being a bit, I don't know how to say this, but I know I'm being a bit, like, presumptuous. No, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. A bit arrogant, maybe, in the way that I'm saying this, because I know there are a lot of people who struggle at understanding these topics, and I know I shouldn't be the guy that's just like, oh, high school is stupidly easy, because when I say that, people tune out to what I'm saying, right? If I say, oh, high school and university were just super easy and I didn't pay any attention to it, people will then be like, oh, this guy clearly doesn't understand modern challenges, you know? So, I don't know. It's one of those things that I tend to sound like an elitist when I say it, and I hate it. At the time, and time not spent with math, I spent coding some helpful things on my calculator. Yeah. I think if I just would have had a computer available during high school, I think I would have liked it a lot more. Because if I had a computer available, then anytime the teacher was doing things that I already understood, I could have just written code or something like that. It didn't even have to be connected to the internet. I just needed something, you know, something that would allow me to you know, just work while I'm waiting for class to pick up, you know? I don't know. I don't know if anyone else has that feeling, but oh, sorry. I definitely felt like that in high school, you know? Typo detected. Oh, thanks so much. I should just, you know what I'm going to do? Let me just search and replace, because at this point, I don't know why I'm doing this all manually anyway. So what did I do? Must have done quare, probably somewhere. Oh, no. What? Where? Oh, no. I can't even find it anymore. Quare. Where did you detect that? Holy cow, man. Yeah, let's just do search and replace. So I think I can do, I don't remember the right notation, but I think it's like 100 to, I want to say it's 100, 200. And then if I look for triangle, I will replace with square. CG. No. What is it then? It's going to be it's usually this S, so it's probably 100, 200, S, triangle, square. That's what I'm gonna guess. Boom, look at that. Yeah, okay, yep. Triangle.size, yep, 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 Oh, this is so dumb. Oh, am I done? Yeah, let me catch up on chat. I feel, let's see, by the end of 3D geometry, I had a tool that could convert planes and lines into all the different formats. It could calculate intersection. Dude, that's super cool. Yeah, me too. Do they have accelerated education programs for brighter students over there? Well, I mean, I was in the US, right? So when you say accelerated education, I mean, for me, there were AP courses, which are courses where you take, you know, college classes in high school. But that's about the best that we had. I was in high school and we had to go to the university to access the internet. Oh, interesting. With some very old computers because the GUI ones were always taken. So when you were in high school, did you play video games? Yeah, I played a lot of video games. So we had to use Unix, text only. Dude, that's basically my operating system. I'm a big fan. Text only is the way to go. Hey, Buttercake, how are you? Yeah, so the main video game I played in high school was Guild Wars, which just got an update recently. Might play some of it on stream. I don't know. How do you play video games now with Arch? Same way I played it on Windows, basically. I just, you know, oh, I missed some stuff, didn't I? I just used wine beforehand. Let me do a set number again. It was to 210. Okay, so let's just set no number. So we're just gonna do exactly what I just did, and I'm gonna do 190 to 220. No, 210. No, 220 is probably fine. And then we'll do S, and I'll do triangle, square. CG. Yeah, it has to be. Yep. 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 Oh. Rethal, thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it. Let's see. All your games have a Linux port? No. But yeah, Wine is what I use. Wine is the thing, and Proton is insanely good at running games. Yep, Buttercake is correct there. But honestly, I don't really play too many games anymore. All my gaming was basically replaced with programming, which I enjoy more. The problem is that I do tend to like certain games. You know, like Guild Wars is still a game I very much enjoy. Super Smash Brothers, another game I very much like. Ring Fit and Wii Fit, both games I really like. So I tend to kind of regress sometimes and play these games, you know? I only knew 3 commands: IRC, FTP, and Pine. Oh, Pine. Ah, man, I wanted to get Pine set up for the longest time, but I couldn't get it set up with the, with all of the most recent, like, web technologies. I don't know how to say that, but like, I just couldn't get it working with my regular email address. So we'll do 4. I'm gonna guess that I've just got like weird magic numbers 3 for triangles in here somewhere. Probably. Ah, right, because these guys generate 3 children each. So we're gonna have to modify this so it works with 4 children each. So we'll do power of 4. Oh boy, this is gonna be a pain. And we're gonna do less than that. And we're gonna do an extra case here. So yank 3 yank, paste, case 3. And we're gonna make the color gray, I guess. That's great. Cool. So we have square midpoints. I'm gonna try to compile this, and we're gonna see what happens. It compiled. So let's just move down here. G. Sierpinski Hutchinson yank paste, and we will comment that out, and this will be called square Hutchinson. In principle, this should run. Dang. It didn't. Oh well, that's what happens. I migrated to Mutt at some point. I don't even know what Mutt is. I have a to-do in my code that reads to-do, turn stats into expletive dict already. Oh, I think I'll handle that now. Good luck, man. ProtonDB is an index for games on Steam that run natively or with Proton. 76% of the top 100 games on Steam rate gold or above. Actually, where is it? So ProtonDB. I'm interested to see what games. I assume this is like Steam specific, but can I just search for? No, because it's not on Steam, right? Well, Guild Wars is on Steam, but not Guild Wars 2. I have played Guild Wars with Proton, because you can do that if you want. But for me, it doesn't really change from Proton to Wine. Honestly, it's about the same. I don't know why. I really got into the game recently because well, I don't know, the new update. For Pete's sake. This should be gray with an A because, of course, I'm American. I don't know why I thought it would be any different. Did I misspell square? Oh, I did. Let's go ahead and clear a couple times. Write this, and then we'll try to see what happens if we compile that. Ah. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to run /Sierpinski. And let's see what the visualization looks like. Hopefully it's going to be cool. You play Guild Wars 1? Wow, yeah, Guild Wars 1. I prefer Guild Wars 1 to Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is fine, but the whole reason I play Guild Wars 1 is for the deck building aspect of it. Like, you can genuinely create a build that no one else has ever seen in the world in Guild Wars. And it's so cool, because it's just like, if people created Magic the Gathering, like literally just had Magic the Gathering, but made it so it was cooperative, so you had a group of 8 people and you interact with these 8 people, like so that, you know, you help your party, sometimes you'll be healing people in your party, essentially like a card game that is just Magic with slightly more healing capabilities that you can play on your on your teammates. And they just had it like cooperative against like a raid boss or something, or even cooperative team versus team. That'd be my jam. I'd love that. I think I said Rethal, thanks for following, but I don't think I said think. Thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it. I only play Guild Wars 1. Oh, well, cool. I'm glad you're here. I have considered playing Guild Wars 1 on stream recently. So let's see what happens if we do mpv temp video.mp4. It seems to me we're missing part of these squares. Yep. Yeah, we're definitely missing something. Okay, well, I mean, this is pretty close to a square, though. I mean, if you tilt your head a bit... Oh, it's the Sierpinski Triangle, but like... Okay, well... I just deleted chat. Oh my gosh. For Pete's sake. I'm sorry, guys. Join. Oh no, how dare you? I think I caught up. Let's see. Oh no, how dare you? Don't do this again. I'm sorry, Anakim. You didn't miss any messages. Yeah, that's fair. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. So clearly I'm being an idiot here and I am not generating the correct number of points for something somewhere. Wow, I'm so descriptive. Okay, so square is going to be 4 points. 4 square. Oh, you know what? So we have those. Let me see. So maybe it's... We have the parent location. Make sure to ellipse. Well, down here, clearly we have an issue where we're just not reading in the right number of points. 4. But for some reason, I feel like there's more wrong than just that. Maybe this for loop needs to go through 4. That could be another issue. Wait a minute. Am I in the right function? I might be in the wrong function. Square Hutchinson. No, I'm in the right function. Whew. No line numbers. What a barbarian. Okay, so usually people point out the syntax highlighting. That's the first thing they point out. The line numbers, that's, you know, you've got a different mindset. I like that. Warrior Giggles, thank you so much for following. Fanglaff, thanks for following as well. Okay. Not exactly sure what happened. So let's... Oh no! Oh, I know exactly what happened. Oh gosh. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk for just a second. Journal, new page before. Let's make sure chat is on screen. Okay. How are we generating the Sierpinski triangle? That's the question. How were we doing it before? We had point A, we had point B, and we had point C. A, B, and C. We had function 1, function 2, and function 3, right? So the idea was, we had function 1, which is going to be whatever point you read in, plus A over 2. Function 2 is going to be point plus B over 2. Function 3 is going to be equal to point plus C over 2, right? Then we take point A, and we have point A generate 3 children. We have the 3 children here. So we take, let's say point A, and it generates 3 children. And then this generates 3 children, 3 children, 3 children, more children, so on and so forth. And we track the movement of each of these characters, right? Fulster understands. So how did we do that? Well, we said that if we're going to find a point here, all that is taking point A and applying function 1, function 1, function 1 to it, right? Or if we want to get to point, let's say, here, then that's going to be point A, and we're applying function 1, function 2, function 1 to it, right? And this gave us a crazy trit notation, which basically meant to apply this function, we would simply read in 0, 0, 0. To apply this function, we do 0, 1, 0. Does this make sense? So in this function, we have this apply trit function in here, which only works if and only if we have 3 children. In the case of a square, we want to do the same thing. But yeah, we need quits. We need quits. So should we call it quits, or should we create these quits? Quits? Quit? What are they called? I think they're called quits. I don't know. Let me go ahead and catch up on chat. I did something important. Yes. Have you tried set relative number? I could. Look at this font. What is he using? I'm using, I don't know what font I'm using. One of the natural X fonts. Or are we rubber ducking right now? A bit of rubber ducking. We need quits, not trits. Hey, jump out. How are you? Relative number, set new, R new, and you get best of both worlds. Can that be integrated to cube root? Love you. Thanks so much, Virus Firefly. Really appreciate that. Well, chat, it looks like we need to quit. Actually don't know. It sounds like you should generalize this to a base N number notation. We should. I've been here 5 minutes. I love this stream. And this work. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Serena Master, thanks so much for following. Really appreciate it. So I'm just deciding what we need to do. So let's go up here and let's take a look at what we have. So to get the trits to work, what did we do? We have trit increment, save trit, and is that it? Save, but we also have an apply trit function here. Okay, so we'd have to recreate all of these for quits. Now, are they actually called quits? I don't know. What is base 4 number systems called? What is a base 4 number? Quat. That doesn't sound right. Quit sounds better. Hexadecimal, binary, decimal, octal. Rubber duck, but cow. Wait, let me see. What is this? Let's catch up. That's the silliest picture I've seen in a long time. Simple VI, black and white. Yeah, I need to make more emotes. I know I need to make more emotes. But yeah, this is what puts this back here? This is yeah, that's you guys. This is how I will forever see you guys. So let me I guess let me just do this, because honestly, this is probably more. I mean, this is probably better than having the chat up anyway. Yeah. All right, that's pretty good. There we go. And now I won't be as distracted. I'm kidding. Okay. So imagine making it and sell it like a rubber duck. I think this is sold as a rubber duck. Better than cat. I'm offended. Better than the chat. Make sure whether to milk it or take its eggs. Not sure whether to milk it. It said got milk, right? So it's got to be a milking scenario. So what do you guys reckon? We've got two directions to go in. One, we can quit. Or two, we can make quits. I actually don't know what for number system is called. What do you guys want to do? Your call. Making the quits will make the stream a bit more technical than I was intending. But we can try it. We can see what happens. I don't know. I mean, I feel like everyone wants to make quits. Everyone wants to do number 2, right? But yeah, I'll see if anybody wants to just... Because the other things we could do, we could also start talking about chaos games and work on that animation. Because I think this Hutchinson animation for the square is actually not going to provide anything really substantial. I feel like this is what's going to happen with this square Hutchinson animation. Generalized to an arbitrary base system. That's too much for this stream. It's quit or make quit world. So here's what I think is going to happen with this square, right? So we're going to have our 4 points here. What we know is if we do a square for the chaos game, we get a random distribution of points. So what I think is going to happen is we're going to generate 4 points here. And then these are going to generate, let's see, point, something like this. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to slowly but surely make a grid. And that's it. That's the whole thing. We're just going to make a grid. Which could be interesting in some ways. But is it worth spending an hour to get that done? Maybe more than an hour. We've already got the function ready. So we could go ahead and try it. Yeah, we could go ahead and try it. Why not? So I think most people want to make the quits. So let's go ahead and try that. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. T-Virus Firefly says no. So right, so the animation that we're actually gonna be making, let's show the Sierpinski Triangle animation again. Would be this animation. It's just instead of generating this triangle, let's just full screen this. So it's this very same animation. It's just instead of creating this triangle, we're gonna see all the points fly into a grid. That's what we'll be seeing. I'm like 90% sure that's what we'll see. No, yes, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like, trying to catch up the quit is to check if a dot is between 2, A, B, and C. Trying to catch up, the quit is to check if a dot is between 2, A, B, and C. So what we used before to count through that animation is we used a trit-based system. So it's basically a way for us to tell what child we're tracking. So the quits allow us to tell that. Does the animation flicker when you, for you at the middle? I don't think it was flickering for me at all, but maybe it's flickering for you guys. Let me look at the screen. I'll be watching the animation on my side screen over here. I'm not seeing any flickering on either screen. So I'm going to say no. But maybe. So it could be an issue with how MPV is being caught. No need anti-aliasing. We probably should have anti-aliasing, but I didn't put it there. There's some frame rate mismatch very rarely. Yeah, it could be. Okay. So, right, so, and just for the record, when we tried to do this animation with a square, we got this. Which is clearly not the right square. But I think you can start to see what you would expect to see in the big square animation, right? So essentially, what you would see in the quit animation is this grid being generated, but for like the entire space. Right, like that's what you'd probably be seeing, which is still a cool animation, but it's not as like it's not as useful. Like it doesn't teach very much, you know. Emerald Show, thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it. I apologize if I mispronounced your name, by the way. Let's see. The time this time it wasn't flickering for me either. Yeah, it could be from that. But that's a Twitch thing. Yeah, so it used to be a big Twitch error with my particular stream where, like, for some reason, my stream would just kind of blur out every few seconds. So, sorry. Right. So essentially, what we would see is this animation here, but with the entire grid filled out. That's what this animation would be. Is this worth showing? Does this teach anyone anything? Maybe not. Let me go back through the algorithm archive chapter to see if I talked about this in the algorithm archive chapter. And whether it's even... What happens if you go close? You go close to what? You go close to the Sierpinski Triangle. We're not generating enough points in the Sierpinski Triangle to really show like the full effect of it, right? It's just because we don't have enough pixels. But if we did have enough pixels, we could keep zooming in as far as we want. But because we don't have enough pixels and we haven't gone far enough on the tree, we just don't have enough. It's just gonna look like what you saw, but a bit blown up. Okay, so let's think here. I guess I can just, yeah, let's try it. So Vec, apply. Okay, let me go to the algorithm archive first, see what I wrote in the algorithm archive, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna open up a new terminal. I'm just gonna make it medium, and I'm just gonna move it over here. That wasn't where I wanted it, but you know, make do with what you got. Okay. Move this over here. CD projects, algorithm archive, git branch. I've git book serve. I misspelled git book. Okay. For the record, Trash Talk does have a PR up for basically removing Gitbook, which is amazing. I'm really excited about that. Once this chapter's in, I'm gonna then merge that. Well, not merge it, but we're gonna look at it in excruciating detail. And I think I kind of want to make a video like entirely about the problems we've had with Gitbook, and just to be like, this is a problem with open source software, you know? Why are you using a switch statement in that apply trite function? I will explain that in just a second. So iterated function systems should be here. So we say the Sierpinski triangle. What about a square? Right. I do feel like we need this animation. I think it tells a good story, because the iterated function systems at their heart are not chaos games. They are iterating through functions, and this animation is purely an iteration through a function. I think we need that animation. So we'll try to do a quit. That's what we'll try to do. Can you do this some other time? I'm going to bed. Oh yeah, not today. What I'm going to try to do is do that stream over the weekend or something like that. I want to do it at a time that I know that you'll be awake for it. So I'll do it like in an afternoon my time. So anyway, Trash Talk, thank you so much for coming in. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye, man. Okay, so let's do Control C. There. Yes, we need this. So your question was, why does apply trite have a switch statement in it? So the reason it has a switch statement in it is because the way that when we apply a trite, what we're doing is we're taking some initial location, such as A in this case, and we're applying a set of functions. And this set of functions correspond to the set of functions that will allow you to get to that child location. So for example, if it's function 1, function 1, function 1, you'll go down this path, and this path. So what we're doing here with this apply trite is we're reading in a string value, and then we're just going through the string. And if it's case 0, then we apply function 1. So we move it closer to triangle point 0. If it's case 1, we go along another function, and if it's case 2, we go along another function, right? So basically, this is allowing for us to choose which function we're going across. So recursive function invocations is something like this, except not really recursive. The reason we did it this way was because otherwise we would have to keep a huge amount of memory, and we just don't have that much memory to traverse through, so we can't save the whole tree. And so the reason we're doing it this way is because we can just we can do computation and save on memory. Let's see, huge amount of memory. It's a huge amount of memory in principle. I like, this is a better way to do it, I think, than just save a tree. But yeah, CropHeb, yeah, anyway. So we'll see what we can do. CropHeb actually helps with this implementation, so I'm kind of glad he's here, because we can probably just quickly update this. It's one of those instances. It's one of those instances where we are kind of hyper optimizing. No doubt we're hyper optimizing, but you know, what's wrong with the truncated DFS? It just doesn't do the right animation. Oh, right. You're right. We could do the truncated DFS. I see what you're saying. But this is still, I think, slightly better than that. I think actually they use the same amount of memory. We talked a lot about it. We can talk more about it later, but I kind of want to just get this done for now. So let's just do it. So basically, I'm going to copy all of these guys, except have it for quits instead. Again, there's a much better way to do this, definitely. But this is what I'm doing. So, you know, can you just use the value directly instead of doing a switch statement? Maybe. I just don't know how to do that. I have not thought of a way to do it that way. But maybe, yeah. So let's do this. Yank 3 yank. Paste. And let's do case 3. This should be, I don't know, we can probably get this done. 3. Again, this isn't like super rigorous. It's just to get an animation done, right? Here. Let's see, there and up here. Point is equal to midpoint. Point is equal to midpoint. Point, triangle point's value minus 0. What is the value? Value would be... Oh, I see. So value would be... Yeah, so we could do a for loop and iterate through. Yeah, we could do it that way. Yeah, maybe. Value minus 0. Because it's a char value. Maybe. I'd have to think about that. So why are we subtracting 0? Yeah, okay, maybe. That's why you subtract char, because it's a 1 minus 0 will get you 1, if I recall correctly. Huh. I didn't know that. Interesting. Okay, well, regardless, we have this already written, so let's just go with it. I know this sounds really dumb, but like, let's just go with it. So in here we're gonna do, I guess we need to create a new. So we have type def LL trite. You learned that in high school? Well, no. My question is this: like, this is a char 0, right? So value here is also a char. So I didn't know that char 1 minus char 0 would give you 1. Like, that's what I wasn't sure about. I didn't know that. So then I don't know why you're subtracting 0 anyway. Let's see. Characters from 0 to 9 are coded 48 to 57. So subtracting 0 from it gives you the numerical value. Tries to be cast to bytes. ASCII. That's something related to ASCII-table.com. It could be. I don't know. 0 is equal to 48. ASCII value 1 is 1 above 1. Okay, let's just keep going. So here we're going to create a new thing called a quit, which I think we can just do. And then we'll have to increment that. This is going to be the tricky part. It's trite details. Yeah. Let's see. The question is if value is always a number. Value in this case is always going to be it's always going to be a number, but it's also going to be the character representation of that number. So you have to cast that onto an integer so it could be used for the array indexing, I think. And that's going to be the hard part, I would say. I don't know. The point is we already have the apply trite and the apply quit functions available, so I don't see any reason to make that more complicated than it needs to be. So in here we're just going to do quit increment, and here we're going to do quit number. Admittedly though, I don't know how this is going to go. I don't think this is going to work exactly because of the way this type. So if quit and trite are type def to be the same. Oh, no, but we define our trite. Yeah. So then in the same way, we'd have to define our quit. Yep. Okay. So in here, let's just see what we can do. So LL is going to be equal to increment. I'm sorry, LL is going to be inc equal 1. And this is where a whole bunch of like C++ magic goes on. And I need to kind of figure this out. So I hope people can help me. Sorry about that. I might be really asking for help here. So I want to say this increment. I want to say this increment is just already what we want, but it's the save trite function that we need, that we're gonna have to modify for the quit. So let's just see what's happening here. So the first thing that was written was ll42 is equal to number dot first and increment. Okay, so increment's an and here. So what we're doing here is we are going to basically add 1. So now we have overflow. And it's going to be number.second and increment. Okay. Now, this is the bit that I don't understand. So number.first. I have to think about this a bit more. So again, Cropep is luckily in the chat and he helped with this before. I know this sounds really, I feel like I shouldn't be like just relying on people in chat to help me. But yeah, so let's see, number.first. What does this caret equals do again? That's a XOR operation, right? And a XOR is an exclusive OR. So if number.first, learning more, just saw the Sierpinski curve. Cool. Yeah, I've seen this as well. I think Grant did some videos on this a while back. So I think this is what I was expecting. That's the trite thingy. Yep. It's kind of a bit hard. So let's see. It's not very important here, but doing a char value -0 is converting the char number to an int. Oh. Huh. Weird. Okay, so that's the part I didn't know, and that's insane. Okay. True, operands are different. Both operands are different. I would like something similar. I'm trying to figure it out right now. I'm probably going to be like piecing it together, and then you're going to just come in and be like, oh, this is how you do it. I'm going to be like, oh, okay, thanks, man. So 4-2. How does this work? So we have L as increment 1, so we're incrementing by 1. We have 4-2, so we're taking number.first and increment. So that means, again, it's going to be a bit value. So the way this will work is if the first value is a 1, and the second value is a 1, it returns a 1. Or in the increment is 1. Okay, I see. So I see what we're doing here. So let me see if I can make sense of this. So we have 0. Okay. So we have 2 digits, here and here, right? And what we're trying to do is we're trying to increment this. So the idea is we have 1, right? And we're checking to see what this is. Let me just do this on another page. Journal new page 4. So we have 2 bits here. And so we have 1. We're going to add it here, and we're going to add it here. So depending on what this is, if this is a 0, it will return 0. If it's a 1, it will return 1. Okay? So that's what we're looking for. And again, same thing over here, because it's an AND operation. So 0 will return 0, and 1 will return 1. Okay, pretend these numbers are really hard to... 2 bits represent a 2-bit number. Right, that's what we're doing here. So, implicit type magic, you've got my attention. Cap. Okay, so now the next one says, number.first is going to be equal to the increment raised to the overflow. So this is going to give us our overflow value, and it's going to be either 0 or 1. It's going to be overflow. And this is going to give us our, what is it called, 4-2 value. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to XOR this guy. So now we have our overflow and our 4-2. And the idea is we're going to say number.first is going to be increment raised to the overflow. So that means increment plus overflow. So if this is XOR, let's see. Overflow should now end with 4-2, I think. Should now end with, I don't know what that means. I'm so sorry about that. So overflow, so now we have a XOR, which is an exclusive OR, which means it's only going to be 1. So if overflow is 0, or 1, so if overflow is 0, increment's always going to be 1. So this will give you a 1, and this will give you a 0. Overflow, so you think it should be overflow, wait, this? Yep, that's the code right here. Yeah, I'll let you look at it while we're trying to figure it out. And again, guys, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything like that, feel free to let me know. I'm very bad with this bitwise stuff. I need to get better at it, but I am genuinely trying to get better at it. So again, we'll see how this goes. Let me get some water. 4 2 is equal to first and increment. Yep, that's how it already is. And then I think everything else. And for 2. Okay. First is raised to the increment. It's just that. Okay. And second is raised to 4 2. Is this it, really? Then it's going to be increment is equal to overflow bit shift by 1. Okay. I'll trust you. And then we'll check it afterwards, but I'll trust you on that one. So now we'll do the same thing down here. So we're going to do, I've been putting, yeah, I'll put it underneath. So now we're going to do save quit is what we need. Half the code was because we used 2 bits for 3 numbers. Yeah, I realize that's the problem. And I really appreciate it, by the way. Like, really, really appreciate it. DT here. Quit. Quit. I don't even know if it's called a quit, but I'm just calling it a quit. Also, this should probably be quits. Here, and this should probably be quits. There's gonna be a YouTube comment on this where some guy's gonna be like, you know, they're not called quits. They're actually called. And I'm gonna be like, yep. I'm sorry. I'm calling it quit for the meme is what I'm gonna say. But in actuality, I don't know what I'm doing. So let's see. Now we use all 4 possible cases. So trit is trite, quad is quites. Is that actually it? I don't know. Fair enough. Okay, so now we have string value string, so let's do quits minus 1. I'm using quits because I like it. It's funny. Okay. So what are we looking for? We need int I is equal to 1. Let's see. I is equal to 1. Bit shift quits minus 1. I bit shift 1. Okay, right, so we're going through the bit shift here. It's called a crumb? No, don't tell me that, because that's amazing. There's no way it's called a crumb. For base system crumb. No, don't tell me that. By analogy, a byte and nibble. A quaternary digit is sometimes called a crumb. No one calls it a byte and nibble. That's amazing. Okay, so let's see if we can figure this one out. So if numbered at first and 1, if numbered at second and... So we're going to want numbered at first and... and I. Okay, so I is going to be equal to 1. So in the first iteration, if... thanks, by the way. Quits. Oh, I think I just got that. I appreciate that. Thank you. So let's see. Numbered at first and I. Value string plus equals 1. Else if numbered at second and I. Value string plus equals 2. Okay, so we're going to have to fix this up a bit. Because we're using all 4 possible scenarios of our 2-bit number. We're going to have to do, let's see, for I is equal to 1. And then we're going to bit shift it. So this is going to go from 1. If you bit shift to the left, it multiplies by 2, right? I think. So let's see. How does this end? So for I is equal to this, I, usually you have like an I equals something. Nibble is common actually for 4-bit data. You would be using 2-bit data in this case, right? Yes, we'd be using 2 bits of data. That's what we'd be using. Okay, so for I is equal to 1, bit shift quits minus 1. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. So number at second, and I gives you a value between 1 and 3. 0 and 3, sorry. So we want number dot second. Wait. Oh, man. Qmod and... yeah, it's tough. All this stuff is tough, no doubt. Okay, so my mind is completely broken here. Let me just put the animation on screen so people have something to look at if they are equally as confused as I am. And I'll just put this up here in the corner. Something like that should be fine. Okay. So for in I is equal to 1, bit shift by quits minus 1. So quits minus 1 is going to be the number of quits that we're working with. So that would be like 4 or something like that. So then it's going to be... I just don't know how this conditional works, honestly. I might have to test this conditional. Let me just make sure it compiles as such. It does compile, so we have something going on. Do you use Python? Sometimes. But honestly, all my Python has been replaced with Julia recently. Let's see. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to come back to that in just a second, because I'm a bit baffled by it. And I'm just going to modify everything in here. So if there's a trite, should be here. We're going to change that to a quit. Next one should be here. Quit. And I believe that's the last time we use it. Oh, no. We use it one more time. Save quit. Parent string. Yep, apply trite. And we have apply quit. And then we have it down here as well. Yep, let me just fix that and that. Okay. So now I think everything's ready to go. So now we're going to try to get this function done. And if we get it done, we have the animation done. And I'm super happy about that. Like, not done, but done enough done. You know what I'm saying? In binary, it loops over 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. And then, oh, right. Okay, so I see what you're saying. But my question is the following. So this I here, usually when you write a for loop, it's like for I equals 0, I less than 5. This is the conditional that stops it. I don't understand how that stops it. Like, how do you, if you just put an I there in the middle, how does that conditional stop it, you know? I is cast to a boolean. I is not equal to 0, I think. I is cast into a boolean. Okay. In that case, if I is cast into a boolean, and I is equal to 0, there you go. I got it. So if I is equal to 0, then it stops. Gotcha, because it has to be a true-false statement. Okay. Anything not equal to 0 is true in C, I think. Okay. Cool. This is some amazing code, by the way, Cropip. I'm a big fan. It's really clever. Admittedly, a bit hard for me to read, but that might just be because I don't understand bit shifting. So I think this loop then loops over what we want it to do. So number.first and I. What am I looking for here? So number.first and I. Okay, I see what we're doing here. I understand. So here's what we're doing. We have a loop. It's going 1, 0, 0, 0. That's our first iteration, right? And then we have our number, right? Which is going to be what? Okay, I need to think about it. Coding enthusiasts, let's take a look. Also, I genuinely love streams like this, where like I'm definitely not the smartest person in the room. Right. This is what I was expecting. So now what we're looking for in here is we're going to say if number.first and I, where I is going to be, I think we can just do, yeah, this will work. So number.first and I, wait, can you do this if the two bit strings are of different lengths? Are you allowed to do that? I guess so, right? Open Python and run 1 bit shift 2. See, I bet you can do that in Julia as well. But that's not... So this number.first, this numbered at first is going to be either a 0 or a 1. And then we're doing an AND with I. So that means we're going to apply. So this is what I don't understand. So here's our string here. And so if we do an ampersand with 1, let's say, right? Then our output is going to be 0, 1, 1, 1. Oh, no, that's wrong. It's going to be 1, 0, 0, 0. And this will be, number at first is a long. Okay, so I'm fundamental, yeah, okay. So number at first and I. So then that's going to be true. So that's going to be true, and we want that to be... Okay, let's just say that's 0. It doesn't really matter. If number dot second and I... so I should be along then too. So this means this will come off as true. It's going to be 1. So then the next conditionals, I'm going to do yank to yank, paste in here. I think I want to do a XOR. I think I'll give you 0. Number at first is probably based on another data type, such as an int, so I should belong to then. I think I'll give you 0. Right. 1 is equal to 0, 0, 1. Maybe first do this. Number dot second and I. Right, I just don't understand how that works, because number dot second, I don't know where you want me to put that. I just noticed you're not editing save quit. I don't know what that means either. Before the ifs? Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, in this, so you want it to be here for the I? So you want it to be here? Yeah, okay, I'm just not understanding. You're editing save trite. Oh, maybe I am. Let me see. You're right, my bad. Oops. Well, I guess we're going to change this to... and change that back to trite. Oh, that's still not going to work, is it? Crap. I don't think I actually modified this anyway. Let me think really quick. Trite minus 1. Trites, plural. So I think this is the same function we had to begin with. Okay. So let's see, what do we have here? Save quit. Trite. It's just my bad. 1 second. Trite number, int trites. Quit number. Yeah, whatever. Sorry, I screwed it up. You're editing save trite. Thanks for that, Captain Chris. I totally missed that. For int value, so you want this. Oh, I see what you're trying to do then. And then we switch off that value. For some reason, Julius segfaulted when I tried to do XX raised to... I have no idea what that's supposed to do even. Yeah, so then we switch off the value. Okay, so let's do switch on value. And we'll just do case 0. And we'll say... something like that, and then we'll break it. Semicolon, yank 3 yank, paste, 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 and we'll do case 1. Oh, hello. Case 1, case 2, case 3, and we'll do 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is what you're looking for. You forgot a semicolon. Thanks. Okay, so I think this is what we're looking for. But change the to bit shift by 1. Yes. Okay, let's see. Are you sure you meant bit shifting 2, not bit shifting 1? Yep, good. Cool. Thank you so much for catching that, guys. You, it's always nice to, you know, be the dumbest person in the room because everyone else can tell you what you're supposed to be doing. Does this compile? Does not. Square points was not declared in the scope. 32. Midpoint. Square points. Apply quit. Square point. Increment. Quit. Redefinition of quit. Increment. Quit. 85. Oops, sorry. Quit. Increment. Quit. Okay, so it's seeing quit and trit as the same thing. I made a thing. Buttercake, what is the thing that you made? I actually never know what the order of operations is with this. Is it higher than that? Yeah, I can't help. I know nothing. So, Indie Gang, thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it. What is this thing? Let's take a look. What? Oh, that's beautiful. What? Shader toy or something like that? How'd you make it? Oh, I definitely need to make a better logo. That's beautiful. I genuinely love it. It's amazing. When I made the logo, I specifically made the face as dumb as possible, and I love that you kept that. Oh, that's great. So you're learning how to model and stuff? Big fan, man. Got really lazy with the texturing. Don't worry. Like, that was perfect. It was perfect. Okay. Quit increment quit number does not work because let me just do increment underscore quit then. Yep, that compiles. Fine, then let's just go increment. This should be, is this for square or is that for, yes, so increment quit is what we'll do. Okay, I'm just gonna run it and we're gonna see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I'm messing around with Blender for a while now. Nothing serious though. Yeah, Blender is, it's such a great, like, programming, it's a library. It's such a great library. I use it all the time for my videos and stuff. In fact, probably on Saturday we'll be doing a Blender stream because I think I'll be doing the video editing either on Saturday or Sunday. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna be a bit surprised if this animation turns out to be what we expect it to be. Like, genuinely surprised. But we'll see what happens. Let me get some water, and we'll just let it run for a second. Man, that cow was amazing. Hey, Skylius, how are you? If you guys haven't been or haven't seen Skylius before, she is an amazing streamer. She talks all the time about space and all this kind of stuff. Definitely check her out. I don't know what she was talking about last, but we've definitely rated her quite a few times, and so I suspect lots of people in this channel know about her. She's a great person. Hey, Stealthy Sumo, how are you? What do you use for debugging? That's a good question. Besides print statements, which are clearly the optimal form of debugging, I usually am doing most of my debugging in Julia nowadays, which has some good debugging options, but usually I'm using like GDB or something like that. Oh wait, did we get a raid by Skylius? I might have missed that in the notifications. Not sure. But anyway, let's see, Mr. Tizzo, Daily Sid, Highly Radioactive Mr. Thank you guys so much for following. Really appreciate it. No, we're watching you live. Oh, well, we're looking at here. If you're watching me live, let me just full screen this guy. So we're making fractal animation. So this is the most recent animation we made of the Sierpinski Triangle. I'm not gonna be able to catch up on chat, but yeah, so that's what we're doing. Hey, I hope you guys are having a great time. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing today. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoy it. But yeah, I don't have anything else to do. We should have a new animation now that's gonna look really dumb. Video.mp4, come on. And it is... Is this what we're supposed to be seeing? I have no idea what we're seeing, and I don't know if this is what we're supposed to be seeing or not. But it doesn't look right, does it? It definitely looks wrong. Yep. That's not right. That's a broken animation if I've ever seen one. I don't know if I can catch up on chat now. There's way too many people. But hey, I hope you guys are all having a great day. Let's see. PogChamp, Skylias, found you from Skylias. That's not right, but it looks cool. What's the formula? The formula, let's go back up to the formula up here. So the formula for the midpoint? Which formula are you talking about? I'm a retired coder. Hey, welcome. We're all retired coders here. Let's see. I will catch up. I've got a lot of notifications to catch up on. Hi, Puppy Detox, JOQR, Naughty Reaper, Shazian, Mr. Man, 3212, Godlike, The Easy Elb, Shark Punch 007, thank you so much for the subscription. Tizara, Just No One. Thanks everyone for the follows. Shark Punch 007, thank you so much for the subscription. I'll go ahead and put a Simul Cow in the chat for that. But yeah, so we're trying to make a new animation. That's kind of what we're doing today. A new like fractal animation, but we're kind of failing at it. So that's where we're at. Let's see. Crop the seeds. The seeds for the seeds for what? I don't think I have any seeds in here or random number generators. Don't worry about the notifications. What are the words? What are these words of coding? The result should be convex set of seeds. I don't know what you mean. I'm so sorry. Call me old, so I follow this channel. Fair enough. This is C++. It is indeed C++. I love all the syntax on my screen. So no rotation right. No, I don't think so. Could you go to the thing we just did? Yep. Should be in, I believe, save trite, and it should be right here in the switch value. You're awesome. Right. Could you, yep, and add more braces. And I need to add braces, I assume, here and here. That was the order of operations thing that you were talking about before. There, right that. And then I'll catch up on notifications and everything right after that. Let's see what that does. G++. We'll talk about what I'm doing on stream as well in just a second. So, let's see. Add more braces. I think I'm caught up there. As far as the notifications are concerned, Maxwell 812 and Mero Marx D2. Thank you so much for following, guys. Really appreciate it. Right, so let's see what this does. I have no idea. I'm kind of excited, but I have no idea. So we'll see what happens. But right, cool. So I think I'm caught up on notifications now. Really appreciate it. I don't know if Skylies, you're still in chat or not. But yeah, I appreciate you coming by. I hope your stream's been going super well. And yeah, wherever your stream takes you, I hope you go and do cool things as you always do. Now, what did you mean when you said the result should be a convex set of the seeds? Sky is oh, fair enough. Well, anyway, I hope everyone's having a great time. I guess if you're here, let me go ahead and show you what we're doing today. So. I just showed you the animation that we had just a second ago, where we have this like Sierpinski triangle being generated. The idea is we start at 3 points, A, B, let's full screen this, 3 points, A, B, and C, and we create 3 functions. These 3 functions allow for you to go between these points. So like, for example, function 1 will bring you halfway towards A, function 2 will bring you halfway towards B, and function 3 will bring you halfway towards C. We generate 3 kids. And basically we have those 3 kids keep generating 3 children, and they just keep following these paths over and over and over again, and eventually you start to see the Sierpinski triangle being generated, and that's the whole animation. That's what we're doing. It's a cool way to think about it, and we're doing the same thing for a square now. That's kind of what we're working for. Oh, Skylias, thank you so much for the gift subs. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so I'll put 5 Simul Cows in chat. I really appreciate it. Simul Cow. Yeah, whatever. A few more. The animation is done, and we'll take a look at it. There. Cool. Let's see. And I'm going to try to keep up. Yeah. Cool. So let's take a look at this animation, see what it looks like. MPV. Come on. And it looks the same. Yeah, I think it's the same. A little bit broken. Not sure exactly what's happening, but we'll try to figure it out. Right. Night Reaper. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the animation a lot, but it's not correct. We have a bit more to do it. So what's with the white points? So the way I'm coloring these guys is I'm coloring it so that we have, let's just go down to the next switch. I'm coloring it so we have, that is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Square Hutchinson switch down here, I believe. Red, green, blue. Ah, here it is. So there will be 4 points that we're acting on at once. And 1 point will be red, 1 point will be green, 1 point will be blue, the other one will be gray. So that's what we're doing. Does it use cellular automata? No, it doesn't use anything like that. In principle, I kind of wanted to do something like that because, of course, there was the recent discussion about Conway's Game of Life, and Conway has recently passed, so there'd be some cool stuff that we could do there, but we didn't, not here. Sorry about that. So what are the white points? Does it use coding without syntax highlighting? Yeah, I just don't use syntax highlighting. It you know, I just don't. Simil Cow. Dude, thank you so much, Anonymous Gifter, for the 5 tier 1 community subs. Really appreciate that. Also, Skylace, thanks for the follow. I'll put some more Simil Cows in chat. I really appreciate all the support, guys. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much. I do need to make more emotes. I know I'm behind on the Twitch game, but we'll get there. But seriously, I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing and super supportive and everything. I really do love the educational group here on Twitch. It's great. Oh, bother? Hey, little Shrimpo, how are you? I'm a giant... Oh, no, it's cool. Don't worry about it. While the n number.first and number.second and quit mod and enjoying the session. Purple star. What's purple star? Oh, cool. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly why this animation is failing so much. I'm going to put the fractal animation back up in the upper left-hand corner, just so we have some sort of visual flair on screen. And we're going to go back to figuring this out. Can we see a frame by frame? Yeah, let's look at a frame by frame of the big one then. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go over here and let's do video.mp4. Okay, that doesn't really help too much because all the frames are going too fast. And actually, I don't know how to do frame by frame with MPV. Let me Google that. This was, I don't know if you've seen Buttercake in chat, but man, it's amazing. He made it a spherical cow in Blender. It's great. Oh, the white dots. The white dots here. You're talking about this dot. Oh, I'm sorry. I see what you're asking. This dot, this dot, this dot, and this dot. Those dots are, so the dots in the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, are points A, B, C, and D. And this point, and this point, and this point are the points where you can start to generate children. Right? So each of these guys are generating 4 kids. That's where we're at. This dot, this dot, this dot is this coding train. Broken Monkey, thanks so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Right, so this here is where the kids can start to be generated. Only 4 kids? Yeah, so each point is generating 4 children. At least it should. If the quit counting works the way as intended. Sky's now stopped watching us. Cool. I'm glad they stopped by. Really appreciate it. Shouldn't there be 5? The center one? I didn't put in the center one, but why would there be 5? I think there's only 4 to begin with. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but why would... Oh, you're right. There would be a diagonal one. Let me think here. So, you're right. Let me think. So we're going to have 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 1 moving halfway here, halfway there. You're right. There is one there. You're right. There should be 5 points. Cancel. So how would I do that? So the 5th point, I guess we're just going to add one here. And we'll do... it's just an off-diagonal one is all we need. So an off-diagonal one would be 0 and 2. That should be fine. That means base 5 numbers. No, because it can only move... it can only move towards one of the 4 cardinal directions. So it's still 4 children. It's still base 4 numbers. But that's a good question because I had to think about it for a second. Let's see, where am I? Here is going to be j less than 4. So this should be j less than 5. Okay. And we will do, I don't know. I'm going to make a new color called pink. Let's go up. I just got gifted a sub from Skyless. She gifted a bunch of people subs. I appreciate it. Definitely. So let's do, I don't know, blue. We'll create a new one called pink. And let's do R here. Okay. A sub to Sky. Oh, nice. Fair enough, right? So let's see, square midpoints. When we add the points down here, we're going to square mid-square. Here's our mid-square. Where's our mid-square defined? Here's square.size. We're going to have to split this up, aren't we? Yes, we are. And it should be mid-square.size. Yep, and we're going to have to do vec here. And we're going to have to go down here. It has 2 center points. Wait, what do you mean 2 center points? Okay, you're right, but we are on an equilateral. So it should be okay. Paste here. There. And this is going to be 5. Okay. And, you know, for some reason... okay, let's just see what happens. So we're going to do G++, case 3. I have 2 case 3s. It's going to be 4. Okay, let's see what happens if we do this. G++, /Sierpinski. And we'll go from here. Yeah, you're right. Segmentation fault. Crap. GDB, Sierpinski. Run. Backtrace. It tells me the function. I was hoping to get a bit more information than that. Why would the seg fault? It would seg fault if we are accidentally... Yeah, okay. I less than 4, I less than 5. J less than 5. Oh, you know what might be happening is we might be using square points, square points, square midpoints, square points. No, this should all still be fine. 4 is in 3 bits. Yes, but we only need 4. So 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. So we should still be okay. I'm actually gonna bet it's in this guy down here. That's what I'm gonna bet. Control D, yes. Let's run G++ /Sierpinski. It's probably not. Oh, is this working? Okay, so it is in this world add object. So that means that our square is not big enough. Where do we define our square? Square is 4. The mid square should be 5. That's the issue. I'm going to go ahead and Control C here. And then we're going to add those back. And then we'll see what happens from there. So we're going to add these back. DD. And another DD there. Write this. Go over here. G++ /Sierpinski. And we'll see what this visualization looks like. Let me get some water. That was super nice for Skylius to come by. I mean, I know she had to leave her stream for some reason, but it was nice. She's a great person. Definitely check her out if you can. Okay. Yeah, she's cool. She's really cool. She talks about a whole bunch of really cool stuff. Big fan of her stream and stuff. So, anyway, we'll let this animation finish, and then we'll see where it's going from there. Me too. She seemed to be bouncing around a variety of tech streams, showing people off. Could be. Yeah, that's cool. Good for her. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that people are doing that. We need more of a community interaction with educational content on Twitch. So I'm super happy to see that, you know? Okay. It's still rendering, so give it just a second to finish, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, she also gifted a whole bunch of subs as well. So that was like, I think we got like 11 new subscriptions there, which is really cool. Like, I'm a big fan. Like, obviously I really appreciate the support, but you know, I feel kind of guilty about that in some ways, you know? Okay, let's wait for this to render, and then we'll see what it looks like. I feel like, I don't know what I feel like. I need to, yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. Do subs get more channel points? They do. They get double the channel points, I think. So, hello. Hey, new subs. I don't know who got all the subs. Let's see. So it looks like Kempson, Jump Out, Geek Panther, Amaras, Kodo, and Buttercake. High Five. Cropeb, Trash Talk, Childs. All you guys are now subs. Although I'm surprised. Yeah, all you guys are now subs. And then there was one more sub to someone else. From someone else. But yeah, that was it. So hello, welcome new subs. I know I need to make some more emotes. This obviously will be my next emote I need to make right here. I actually am kind of making a better animation for the cow, but we're not there yet. We're still kind of far from that. So I didn't show you, but my girlfriend made me these really cool Laos OS pants. Like, they're just really cool. Like, they're branded and everything. I'm a big fan. Super big fan. Okay, so that's done. Let's take a look at what we have. MPV temp video. Full screen this guy. And it is... Okay. I don't know when this is going to finish, but I'll just move on to the end of the... Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pause there. And I'm just going to print screen. And let's open this up in GIMP. Right, so here's the thing. Zoom in here. It's very weird that we are, like, kind of moving towards the lower left. That's what so we're doing something weird here. Yeah, so you can clearly see a pattern of everything moving here to the lower left. See what I'm saying? So, let me think. How do we attack this? So this would say to me that we are... Discard changes here. Let's move up to the top. Look at the string coordinate. I'm checking the apply quit real... No, that one seems fine. The string coordinate would be in the save quit value. Here. Right? Is this one that you're talking about? And you say, I'm going to go eat dinner. See you, Kodo. Thank you so much for coming in. Have a wonderful time eating dinner. I don't know if I'll be live when you get back. I'm nearing the end of my stream time normally, but I do want to get this done because we're so close. So let's finish it up, and then we can move on from there. And that'll be the end of the stream once we get this figured out. I think we're close. It would be if all zero somehow. It would be if all zero somehow. That would explain it. It would be if all were zero. Right. Why don't we count? So let's go down to Square Hutchinson in here. And so what I'm going to do, since we are technically counting, is I'm just going to output our string. So where's our value string? Nope. Value string is here. So I think I can just output it anywhere in here. So let me just put it down here. std cout value string new line. So let's see what this does. So we're going to G++. /Sierpinski. What? Okay. Yep. I see. It doesn't matter how I end a line. I like ending it that way, okay? So we have temp level is 1, difference is 3. You have to change that to 4, maybe? Power level, shared point, shared point ellipse. This is going to be points. Do I even use points? I don't think I do. I think if I delete this line, I can still compile it just fine. So let's do G++. Yep, that was just completely unnecessary allocation of data. Okay. Why is supporting Windows so hard? Oh, is that a Windows thing? No way. Armand V, thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it. I didn't realize, like, if you do /n in Windows, it doesn't work. I didn't realize that. My bad. Let's see, for power 4 level. Let's see, power 4 temp level. So if I is equal to difference, we do value. This is really silly how I did this, but temp level. Let's see what happens if we do this. Let's see, /Sierpinski. Oh, did I remove the print statement? Yeah. I actually wanted that print statement. Okay. So let's just add it back in. std, cout. Has been on. Okay, so let's just do it. So value string. That's what I'm doing. Just deal with it. Yeah, okay, this is definitely not what I'm looking for. But if you use the Windows default notepad, you're making bad life choices. I know nothing about this. I genuinely don't know anything about this area. Okay. That is not outputting what I was expecting to be output. So, first of all, the levels are all wrong. Right. Like, this is just all wrong, what we're seeing here. So let's think about what we need to do then. So power of 4, level -1, divide by 2, -1. That should still be fine. Int diff is equal to 4. This is something I did. I definitely did something dumb. So what was I doing? I said if I is equal to difference, so the difference is initially equal to 4. So if we go to 4, then what we do is we increase the temp level by 1, which means we're moving on to the next level. And then after that we do value is equal to 0, 0, and we do diff plus equal to 4 to the temp level. So it starts at 4. Once it counts up to 4 children, it then moves up. We add on top of that the next group of children. So the temp level would be 2. So then we add in 16 children. Yeah, I still think that works okay. Increment, string, save, quit. This to me says that... What's your favorite living physicist? I don't know, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I really have a favorite living physicist. Let's see. For I less than quits -1, I less than. So quits is the total number. What are you hutting, Cropep? So quits is the total number of digits we have in our simulation. So for int I is equal to, I just don't understand. Yeah, I need to think about that. So we're outputting 0, 0 4 times. What do you mean we're outputting 0, 0 4 times? What's the type of quit? We defined, it's long. We defined it. Each number is printed 4 times. I don't know why each number is printed 4 times. I don't think it should be. Oh, maybe it is because I put it in the inner for loop. Maybe I screwed up there. Yeah, it's printed 5 times. So let's do g++ /Sierpinski. Yeah, so now it's only printed once. But still, the number of digits here is totally wrong. It shouldn't be like really changing the number of digits. It should just be like starting. I mean, if we do this for the other one, so let me just grab this line here, yank, and we're going to paste it down here. Let's see, Sierpinski Hutchinson, and we will put it, oh, did I miss it? I think here. And let's just run that one, G. So if we run this, G++, yeah, so see how it increases like gradually? So we have all of these guys are the same number of digits. That's what I was expecting. Let's see. There's a lot of annoying things in programming, but to me, few things are more annoying than running into a bug, going to the project's GitHub page to report the bug, only to find the bug is known and the issue has been sitting there unfixed for 2 years. Maybe you're the one to fix it. I don't know. Edward Witten is a crazy smart dude, has a BA in history, but accepted into a PhD in physics after finishing Jackson's electrodynamics in a month. Oh, super cool. So how are we giving quits? What do you mean giving? Let's just use the out. So quits here is going to be your temp level. So that means whatever level you're at. So here's going to be temp level. So the way this is currently working, I mean, if you can say it's working, is we have some guy generating 4 children, right? So this here would be your temp level. Right. I don't think that's wrong. No, that should be right. Right? Because, so this is going to be when we need just 1 digit. And then here we need 2 digits. And then the next temp level will need 3 digits. And the next temp level will need 4 digits. So that should be right. Our length is changing. Right. So you're right. Because temp level shouldn't be changing that much. Right, it should be steady. That is unless there's something wrong with this if statement in there. Unless there's something wrong with this if statement for quits. But I don't think there is. I think that's fine. Or if we have cases that are uncalled for. Let's see. G++. Yep. Oh, is that it? I can't tell because I'm outputting too many things. And I'm too dumb to do this correctly. This is outputting really weird numbers. It's outputting like 64 and 32 and 16. Yeah. Okay. So that's good. I think then that would be the issue. I would imagine. Maybe not, but I'd imagine that there's one issue we need to solve. So this should be outputting something between 0 and 3 at all times. So number.second and I, that would be, and then bit shift that over 1. And then number.first and I. And then you have an OR between those. Right. So let's think about that. So we have 2 digits. I know this is dumb, but this is just how I'm going to do it. So you got number.second and I. Print I? Yeah, we can print I. Control C. G++ / Sierpinski. So I is at 64 as well. Which says to me it's probably not quite right either. No, crop up. You're way smarter than I am. I wouldn't have even gotten this far. Don't say you're stupid. Can you print quit too? It'd be like quit. Quit. Constantly telling me to quit, as I should have done a long, long time ago. Okay. Yep, I'm listening, Cropeb. What do you have to say? Don't you want to print the string instead of the value? The print is confusing me, sorry. Add after each and I. So like here. And here. So let's do g++ dot slash Sierpinski. Okay. Seem to do something. G++ dot slash... Alright, let's run that, see what happens. I'm super impressed, man. Like, good job. I'm really impressed. So let's give this guy a run, see what it renders, and then we'll go from there. I can hear my CPU churning. The issue is that when I is 2, each value is multiplied by 2. So 0, 2, 4, 6. Right. Do you have you read or currently reading CLRS? No, look, I should. I definitely should. I've only read bits and pieces of it. So when I is 16, it's 0. Right. Makes it to Boolean. Right. Yep. So this turns it into a Boolean. Yeah, so it turns it into a Boolean, so it's either 0 or 1. Yep. And then cast it to an int. Right. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I'm super excited. I'm super excited. Let me also go up here and say, props for helping increment trites and quits. I'm excited. Let's see what happens. And then once this is done, that would be it for the day. Who do we want to raid? Let's see. Poku, we should probably raid Skylius because she came in. I feel like that's only fair. Let's raid Skylius. I mean, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we'll raid Skylius at the end of stream. If she's still live. So, I think that's fair. She's cool anyway. I kind of talked her up on stream. Let's do it. Okay, it's still rendering though, so we'll see how long it takes to render. Let me get a little bit more water. Sorry about that. Oh. Why is it so much slower? I don't know if it is slower. I think... Okay, full screen this guy. Okay. I don't think it's working. I agree, Meowcat. I'm also having trouble with that. Okay. How about we call it a day for now, and we'll come back tomorrow and we'll figure it out. I need to take some time to figure out if I can understand this code. And so we'll do a lot more of that tomorrow. Is that okay, everyone? Do you guys mind if we do that? Can you print the value again, please? Yeah, I can print the value again. Save, quit. SD string, can I just U? No, I cannot. Save, quit. SD string here, so we have that. So let's go ahead and print. std, cout, std cout, value. And what else did you want? You also wanted I believe. So vi and an open box, right? So g++ dot slash Sierpinski. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and Control C there because we just want the numbers. I will make this huge, maybe. Oh no, maybe not. So I mean, it looks like it's counting 0. It looks like it's counting 0, 1, 2, 3. It seems like it's counting up correctly. I is going 1. I is weird. I don't know if I fully understand what's happening with I, but the value is going between 0 and 3. Definitely. So maybe I should also output the value string at the end. So let's do what do I need to do here? I guess I can also return the value. So I'll print out the value string. Okay, let's see what happens. G++. /Sierpinski. Okay, Control C. Okay, so the value strings are clearly weird here. It's going 0, 1, 2, 3. Like, all of them. Yep, all of them are going up at once. So it's just going, yeah, so, yeah. So that would be the issue. Ah! You figured it out. Order of operations. Okay, fair enough. Do I need to put this in parentheses? So it does something like this? I'm going to guess this is what I need to do. Yep. Okay. I'm just going to move this down to the next line because I feel like it. Okay, let's see what happens here. So we're going to Control C, G++, /Serpentine, and right, that looks a bit better. 2220, 2221, 222. Yep, that looks right. I'm going to go ahead and Control C out of here, and we're going to remove these C out statements. And we'll take a look at the final animation. Cool. I'm impressed. Good job, man. Like I said, I was impressed before. Well, almost, but what if you calculate I less than 0 first? I think that's going to give you... That was what happened before. So I think that is exactly why we had the issue before, because it was doing the I greater than 0 first and had the inappropriate order. So, let's see. It was looking at the last value. Yeah. Let me get some water. Should be done in just a minute. I'm sorry it takes so long to render. It's just because I'm rendering so many frames and it's a high resolution animation and all that kind of stuff. So all this to make a square, right? All this to make a square. Oh boy. I gotta love the hijinks we get into just to do something silly. Does it render on the GPU? No, no. I wish it did, but it doesn't because it just doesn't. We did try for a while. We did try to make it run on the GPU. So we did like OpenGL streams and stuff like that. My internet can't handle 1080p streams. I think. I'm so sorry. I don't have video quality options today. Had I known that, I would have like turned the stream off and on again. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, it's the end of stream now. It was a pleasure to find the stream. See you next time. See you, Warrior Giggles. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Had someone mentioned that I didn't have quality options, I would have turned it off and on again. As far as my stream is concerned, my bitrate is rather low, so I think it's still viewable by most people. But I can understand if that was an issue with the stream today. I'm so sorry. Whenever I realize that's an issue at the end of stream, it just makes me feel awful because I know a number of people probably came into stream, had lag, and left, and that's what happens. And I feel bad about that. But hey, it is what it is. Simulation is pretty much done. Anyway, so we'll give it just another second to finish rendering. I don't remember it taking this long, but that's okay. This is like old school Simuleos. I don't know if anyone was here a few years ago, but this is what the stream was. We were just waiting for stuff to finish the whole time. So, and right, we'll raid Skylius at the end of the stream because we're close to finishing. Did you increase the iteration count? I did not. No, I didn't. I don't know why it's taking so long. I don't know if it always takes this long and we're just now realizing it. There we go. It's done. Okay, so here are our points. Some points are being... There we go. Look at that animation. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Yeah, look at that. This is the dumbest way anyone has ever created a square of points. Oh, this is by far the dumbest way anyone has ever created a square of points. Oh, it's really good. Thanks so much, Cropeb. It's amazing. Oh, it's great. It's great. That is so good. Okay, I'm a big fan. Let's go ahead and commit this. Let's do git add Sierpinski .cpp git commit -m adding square Hutchinson. Ooh. Okay. And done. Okay. Git push upstream master. Origin master. And that is it for today's stream, guys. Thank you so much, Crophead, for all the help. Super appreciate it. Like, good job. That's all I have to say. We would not have finished this without you here. It's great. I'm so glad that we have people here who know more than I do. Let's go ahead and start the raid on Skylius. Again, she popped into our stream. It only makes sense for us to return the favor. So let's go ahead and do raid Skylius. And that will be it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time it happens to be your time. And I will see you guys around next time for the next episode of Simuleos. We do more animations, do a whole bunch of other cool stuff, getting ready for the video and the algorithm archive chapter to be made this weekend. I think we can finish it. It's 2 a.m. Have a good evening then, man. Anyway, thanks again, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.